Hello, good, happy Sunday to you all. Hi, this is Christine Crowell, and I just wanted to do this quick video today. It's Sunday morning, actually, it's Easter Sunday, and it's the afternoon here. Hope you're having a blessed day. And I just wanted to say to you that, what is your Sunday routine? Yes, we go to church. Some of you may go to church, some of you may pray, some of you may meditate. What is your Sunday routine? And when you're in business, I want you to think about what it is that you do on a Sunday to prepare for the week. You really got to think about what it is that you have to do for the week. So I love spending my Sundays doing as close to nothing as possible, really. However, I do my daily routines. For example, I like to do self-care. I think that's very important for even, even during the week, but especially on a Sunday, is self-care, self-love, so that we can rejuvenate ourselves, so that we can build our strength up, so that we can tackle our week in a positive way. So Sunday, yes, it's a day of rest, but it's also, for me, it's about making time for self-care. So I also like to make sure that I put my day of action. I like to do action items, which gives me the routine that I need to do for the following week. So I'm going to explain some of this in this video here, and I'd like you to get a journal so that you can do this as well. So there's so many things that I could cover on a Sunday routine about what I do, but I'll go through some of the basic things that I do, which I hope that you'll find useful as well. I like to create my own, and some of them are fun, and they also include what I like to do, what do I dream about on a Sunday is important. So making sure that I go through my Sunday routine. So for example, I do a sequence of tasks that typically I carry out during the day. So here's what looking on a Sunday routine looks like for me. I don't know what your pattern is, but I'm here to tell you about some of what I do. And it guides me through each week by week so that I can be as close to my goals. And success, is really important to me. So I'm way ahead of the game. Okay. So some people, they have a morning routine or an evening routine. It's up to you when you decide to do that. But you want to make a list that continues throughout the day. You can jot things down as you remember something, write it down that feels achievable and worthwhile to you. So looking at this Sunday routine, it's a great place to start if you want to get more organized and find more joy and purpose throughout your week. It's the perfect day of the week to refresh and welcome change. It's a new beginning. It's a new birth. It's a new you. And you get strength and you feel rejuvenated. Now, why is Self-Care Sunday so popular? It is popular because I always talk about at the weekends what I do is I take a hot bath, I go for long walks, I get in the hot tub, for example, I listen to relaxing music, I meditate every day, but I do more so on a Sunday, for example. I pray, I look in the scripture to see what I've been through in the week and see how that relates to my work and my life as well. And, what is it that you relate to, for example? It gives me more energy, and it also helps my atmosphere. I cleanse my atmosphere. For example, in the evening I'll use this sage stick and I will, just light it, and then I will walk around my office, for example, and my house, and just clear any negative energy away, for example. any negative spirits, for example. So, like I said, it helps me feel more organized. It helps me to tackle things that I've been putting off because sometimes we just push it to the side. It helps me to start the week feeling more prepared. I know what I'm doing. It helps me to save money. I write out who and what type of clients that I'm going to be focusing on for the week. For example, if I've got a boot camp or a training session, I will then, put what type of training that I'm going to specialize in, ready for an event. Like, for example, I've got a boot camp next week, for example, and I will be looking at working on different types of projects in the week that's going to reflect the events that I do. And I think that's really important so that we can focus on what it is, planning our week, what events do we have coming up, whether it's next month, whether it's in the next 3 months, what it is, occasions that we've got, what do we need to plan for in order to meet that. So it helps me to create a work-life balance as well. I feel very comfortable when I do this because it gives me more rest. It gives me more rest so that when I'm setting goals, I'm reaching my ambitions. So I feel more relaxed. I love the ideas of my Sunday routine to setting goals, like get me more organized. It helps me to feel that I'm doing the work-life balance, but at the same time, I'm also creating extra value and depth. And the act of having that routine itself also contributes to me reaching those goals, and it's a win-win situation. So how do I create a Sunday routine? Well, I make sure that I've got a notepad, for example. Okay, so I get my notepad out and I write out what it is that I need to do for the week. What is in my mind that I need to get off my chest that's going to be positive, for example. So, like I said, I create a list of things and it's just a few simple steps. And I begin with shaping my Sunday as productivity, joy, and rest. Those are the 3 things that I focus on the Sunday as well. So I make a list of the things that I could add to my routine. So what task is it that you need to accomplish, but you don't find that you've got the time to fit in to your week? So create some columns and group tasks and activities by the type, like self-care, like admin, like your career, like your life goals. List all possible activities that can make you think of the time that it's going to take that will work well in your morning or evening routine, for example. So, number 2, you want to prioritize your list. You want to create your list and you want to prioritize them. You should have a sizable list of ideas, prompts that you'll be able to use during your routine. And you don't want to include all of them because that could become overwhelming. You want to put the most important ones first. Okay? So the idea is to have the routine that makes you feel that it's achievable and easy for you to complete instead of being overwhelming. That's why it's a great idea to edit your list and prioritize them with what matters the most to you. So look through your list and see what stands out. What is really standing out that you need to look at? Think about what your overall goal is and what challenges that you're facing. Maybe you're thinking, okay, I need to get some more clients in. So how can I get more clients in? Who are my ideal clients, for example, if you're a business owner? What new clients or new business ideas can you start thinking about that's been in the back of your mind that you can start introducing? Because like we're here, April is here, for example, and it's new beginnings. So, what new ideas can you bring in to your mindset and look at working towards them? Maybe you want to have more relaxation. You want to create some self care ideas into your planning. Maybe you want to have a calm Sunday. But adding a few items of must do tasks helps you give you balance and structure too. So, number 3 is you want to turn your list into a routine. That's right, you got to have a routine, because if you don't practice, you don't implement, you're not focused and disciplined, then it's just going to go to the, you might as well just put your notes in the trash, okay? So, we're all looking at things differently. So, there's no way to organize your activities and plan them that will work for everyone. Like my plans, my activities is completely different for other people, other women, for example. So take a list at your short list and ideas and figure out how best to work them with your lifestyle and your commitments. So maybe you want a chore focused morning so that you can relax in the afternoon, or maybe you want to sleep in and enjoy a slower morning with more productive bursts of energy later on. Like I said, I like to go for a walk. I have a hot tub. I have a hot bath on a Saturday night with candles and with music. So it helps give me that energy. Okay? You want to continue to edit your routine over time. I'm a big believer in changing things up, okay? If they don't work for you, change it. Apply that to your Sunday routine and continue to edit and adjust as you need your goals and they change, for example. So you may want to discover waking up early, tackling chores, getting it out the way, or get a few new jobs done. That means your all important self care routine in the afternoon needs to move into another day or time. Embrace that change. Be flexible. And remember that Sunday routines can be adjusted to match the new normal day or the new you, for example. So think about another routine is you want to tidy and you want to declutter. Especially if you're in your office, you want to tidy, you want to declutter, you want it to be a tranquil space. Okay? You want to clean your space, you want it to smell nice. Get some essential oils, and you can, like I've got eucalyptus here, you can drop them around, for example, just to give a scent in the office. I also like peppermint as well. Okay? So clean your space. If you do workouts, do a workout, do a yoga, stretching, nothing, it depends really on what your stamina is, but it's also good to do that. Create a habit. Go for a swim. Go for a swim on a Sunday morning, or do exercise, or go for a long walk. Movement is key. Movement is productivity as well. It will help keep you positive. It will spark energy in you as well. Also, express gratitude. Get a journal, write them out, and think about habits that you're going to create every morning. Write down daily gratitude list as part of your winding down routine in the evening. Evaluate your evening. That way you can recognize the positive moments that reflect you and your progress, and find fresh motivation for the coming week. Plan your menu for the week if you can. Write down what you want to do, Monday to Friday, what you're going to have. Sometimes I do batch cooking on a Saturday and Sunday so that I've got meals for a couple of days. So I do like If I'm doing a meal on a Saturday, I might do two lots of the same meal. Cooking on a Sunday, I do two lots of the same meal. So at least that way I've got like 4 days of food, for example, during the week when I'm the most busiest, for example. Okay, so I'll do a video on that as well. So always look at that. Look at healthy food options as well. Fruit, vegetables, green foods, what recipes. Look at things that you can change according to seasons as well. Another one, number 7, is you need to work on your side hustle. If you're working full time, you need to look at using Sunday or Saturday as your side hustle. Freelance business, for example, or blog. Work from home source of income. I do plenty of training here for how you can start a business, for example, and look at what is good for you, for your organization. Okay, it's not hard, it's just having the plans that you can start creating to work on your business. So maybe you want to work on a side hustle at the weekends. Maybe you want to do Amazon, for example. Okay, step away from TV, for example, and use that time to work on your business. Put a face mask on in the evening and just relax. Read a book, cook a new recipe, try different things. This is all part of self-care. Self-care means a lot. We always think it's about us, but it's also about others as well. Creating a self-care lifestyle is so important. Make time for hobbies, catch up with your friends. Now, when you're looking at self-care can be for the community. Like I'm talking to you today, we're looking at, for example, communities coming together about sharing their self-care routines that's going to help one another. Because for one person, it may not be the same, but for another, it could work out really well. So what are your self-care routines, for example? What health benefits can you think about that you can do as you, for example, to help improve your health? Maybe you want to catch up with friends. And for goodness sakes, get outside, walk around, get some fresh air. Look at the beautiful places around you. No matter what the weather is like, we can find beauty everywhere. Whether it's rain, whether it's sun, whether it's cloudy, the fresh air, just breathe it in and breathe it out. It will help change your mindset. So step outside and get outside just for a little while. Go for a short walk, get some movement. Sometimes you can spend time in your garden, weeding, for example, looking at planting some new flowers. But spend some time outside. It will boost your mood and it will help you feel energized as well. I find it very valuable that I go outside every day as much as possible. Like I said, I walk for up to 2 hours a day. I'm getting fresh air. Take care of your life admin as well, because that's important, so that you're getting that out of the way. Okay, admin, family, education, work, your care, your health care, vehicle, home tasks, etc. Check things like doing something new. Try being a student again. Listen to a podcast. Start a business. Take an online class on graphic design maybe. Plan your outfits for the week. What are you going to wear for the week? Get them out of your wardrobe, for example, and put them in order. What you're going to wear for the week. Because I find that when I wear different things on certain days, it makes me feel really good. Like if I'm doing a webinar or something like that, then yes, I will dress up. Today's Sunday, so I'm in my relaxed clothes because I'm going to be going out for a walk. So this is why I'm dressed the way I am. I like to keep it real, okay? I'm a real person, okay? So I'm not full of makeup. This is my natural state. Write a to-do list for next week. What do you need to do? Who do you need to work on? What clients do you need to focus on for the week? What business ideas do you need to push and put that into your calendar? So get into the habit of updating your calendar on a Sunday so that you know it's always current, relevant for your upcoming days, and work to deadlines. What appointments, what reminders, and what notes do you need? Use this opportunity for those moments so that you feel prepared. And next, you want to prepare for a good night's sleep. Create a Sunday night routine. I always use castor oil. I put this on my face, I put it on my body. It really does have so much health benefits. So what is your evening routine? You might want to make sure that you switch your screen off early. Enjoy a shower and a bath, like I've got the video here about what I do when I'm having a lovely bath. I put some drops of eucalyptus. I light some candles. That's my self-care routine ahead of my bed routine. I get to bed early. So what is your Sunday routine? It doesn't have to be complicated, or it doesn't have to be filled with super productivity tasks. The goal is to create your routine that you enjoy. I hope that this helps you to achieve some of your goals and also gives you the space to relax and to take a breath. Just breathe. So maybe your morning routine could be that you put some laundry on. You've had a good breakfast. You spent some time reading and journaling. You've listened to your favorite playlist. Maybe the afternoon you write out a meal plan or prepare your meals for the week. Spend time on a hobby or side hustle. Maybe you want to call, text family members. We do that. We text each other. Evening, you want to put your laundry away. You want to prep another load. Write a to-do list for the week ahead. Add your laundry and grocery list. Do a quick tidy up so that it feels refreshed. By mixing these routines, it helps you have self-care with some useful planning for the week ahead. So if you're not sure where to start, take this and modify it slightly to create the foundations for your own Sunday routine that helps you avoid those Sunday scaries. So I hope that you found this helpful. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sharing more tips with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful self-care Sunday. And let's make this a self-care week, because I want to share some more self-care stories with you so that it can help you in your lifestyle, whether you are a business owner or whether you are a student, whether you are a woman over 40, we still need to have self-care. We all do, whether it's men or female. So I hope that you've enjoyed today. Have a wonderful Sunday and have a wonderful week. And let's make sure that we prioritize self-care, because self-care isn't just about spa day, massages. Self-care is about healthfulness, because health is wealth. It is about mindset. It is about being healthy. It's about planning. It's about looking at what is best for us and our families, loved ones. But first of all, we have to do self-care. And then we can do self-care for others. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's training and tutorial. Let me know what your self-care routine is. I'd love to hear from you. Now, I'm going out for a walk now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.